Oh yeah, that sky is black. I have had too many signs this week on the direction that I should go. Looking at power wagons, 2 power wagons I went to look at got sold moments before I was going to go look at them. Same with the ZR2, same thing. However, I have messaged quite a few people about Mercedes vans and all of them got back to me. So right now, there's a Mercedes two-wheel drive camper van, 2011. It's a alright looking van. It'd be a good van to get, and then to put my own personal touch on it. It'll get me out and about, which is really what I want, because if I want to go deep in the backcountry, I could just take my Jeep. So I necessarily don't need a four-wheel drive van, even though it'd be nice, or I could get a four-wheel drive Mercedes and go that route. I don't know if you could hear that. Some emergency going on somewhere. So if I can get a hold of that person, because he's away, but his aunt is at home, so I might even go look at that tonight. But right now, I'm going to work on the bike. So I'm going to show you where we're at with the Triumph motorcycle. So far, I love it. I actually really love it. I wasn't sure of a Triumph at first. I've always been a BMW fan, but I'm very happy with this purchase. So this past week I went to Barnes Motorsports, which used to be Blackfoot Motorsports, and I ordered all new plastics. This little piece, this green piece here, actually weren't all that much money, and I didn't help them out any better either when I dropped it on its side. So hopefully I could salvage this. I think it's just stuck on like a big sticker. However, I did order a crash guard from T-Rex Racing, which seems to be the only place I can get one from. Is that there's a crash bar that comes out and it comes up and will protect these plastics from breaking again, and it comes down and around. So that's good. I do need to change oil. I am going to change the final drive. I do have spark plugs, but that's going to be in a much later video, because in order to do the spark plugs, it's not exactly the easiest task, because you got to remove the fuel tank, and if I'm doing the fuel tank, I'm going to do the air filter at the same time. So this is the oil that I purchased, AMSOIL. He gave me oil when I got it, and he also gave me a Fram filter, but I'm going to use the AMSOIL filter. He also gave me BMW final drive oil, but I just got the OEM Triumph oil. I don't think it really matters. I do have some LED headlights coming in I'm going to swap out. I also got the new signal lights. Where are they? So these ones came in. They're all got the relays or the resistors, so those will replace the ones I got. The Nov site sent me this. Was actually going to go on my Jeep JK, but I might actually look at replacing the lights for those, but I will pop the amber ones out. I do need to open the garage door just a little bit, so the fumes don't get me. Let's get the bike started. I see it's still in gear. We don't want that to happen. Alright, that'll be enough. I just want to roll it ahead just a little bit. Now comes the fun part. Getting a big kickstand. There. Because you got to put it up with the kickstand, change the oil. I don't think it really matters what side of the bike to go after. So now we're going to drain the oil. It is an 8mm, and I'm going to show you underneath.
If you can see right there, that's what we're after. There we go. Cracked it free. Get this oil drained. Actually, before I drain the oil, I want to show you right there in the sight glass. There's a sight glass on the side in case if you ever want to check your oil level. Now I'm just gonna pop this out. Oil doesn't look too bad at all, actually. So I got the drain plug right there, and we're going to swap out the crush washer, and it's 25 Nm, or that's about 18.4 foot-pounds that we're going to torque it down to. Drain plug with new crush washer. Spin that up by hand. And tighten it. Now we're going to torque it. And there we go. 25 Mn, 18.4 foot-pounds. That is done. Wipe off a little bit of the oil. Now we're going to do the filter. Pull that filter off. I'm going to use my pink snap-on ratchet and this oil filter wrench, which works awesome. And there is our oil filter right there. Dug in the side of the engine. Grab anything else that's like electrical around it. Luckily for me, it's not on there that's tight, so now we're just gonna adjust that as it's coming out. Fram oil filter. Not sure what I think about that. I haven't used Fram since I was a kid and there was no other options. Got the new AMS oil filter. I'm just gonna put a coat of oil on that rubber. I'm just gonna wipe that up a little bit. As such, and then you just hand tighten these filters there. Yeah, you can see in the sight glass, there's no oil. So you definitely don't want to try to start it. But we have our fill right there. There was an O-ring that stayed in there, but as you can see, I took it out. Takes 4 liters of oil, and I got some 10W40 AMS oil metric. So funnel really doesn't fit that well, so I just gotta hold it. Bottle number 2. This is bottle number 3. And I hope I can have a look at that camper van tonight, because that would be alright. Last one. Yeah, 4x4 camper van would be ideal. But do I want to go through all the trouble building something and pay the upfront cost? I don't know. That's kind of the debate that's on my mind. It sure is. Now, don't forget to put your fill plug back in and make sure the O-ring is on it. There. As always, make sure you recycle your oil in a responsible manner. In the 70s and 80s, I hate to say it, but we used to take used oil, spray it on the road to keep the dust down. That was back in the days when not everything was paved. It's a lot different today. I'm going to start her up. Make sure the oil light goes out. Well, the oil pressure flashed for a second. Now I know I got my own oil. If you can see, we are right where we need to be. So this is our final drive, and this is our fill, this is our drain, and we're going to pop the fill out first so we don't get into a situation where we screw ourselves if we take out the drain and the fill won't come out. It is an 8mm. That's what we're looking at. And I'm going to yard this out. Perfect. And it's got a crush washer as well. Set that aside. You can see some oils coming out. The bottom is an 8mm. There. And I'm gonna pull the bottom out. Oil actually looks very clean. So we have our oil drain plugs right here. That's the fill because there's no magnet. We're just gonna change out the crush washer, and this one here is the same thing. Get it off, and it has a magnet that can collect some filings, and there's not much in there, so that makes me happy. And here we go. So remember, the drain has the magnet, so we're going to thread that in. Tighten it up by hand, and it's the same as the drain on the oil plug, which is 25, and M are 18.5 roughly foot-pounds. I'm going to tighten this up. Now I'm torqued. So now I need 170 milliliters of fluid, or basically by looks of it until it comes out the fill hole. So I cut my hose at an angle here, and I'm gonna see how easy it is to pull out the oil here. I guess the key is you gotta Gotta pull the syringe slow. Otherwise you create too much of a vacuum. Because I'm not quite getting 50 milliliters a shot. I think I'm starting to leak out now. If you can see, I am right at the top. And I'm going to thread this in. New crush washer. And the torque on this is the same. And I'll torque this down. There we go. 25 Newton meters are 18.5 foot-pounds roughly. Well, that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna plug away in these signal lights now, get them all patched up. Picked up these ones a while ago, LED perf, and they are going to be the ones I'm going to be installing with resistors. Because you guys know, when I bought the bike, I had 3D printed a couple pieces that I gracefully put on. And as you can see, well, I still have it taped, but it's still broken behind there. With my sausage fingers, so I got it, and I gotta fish it out. So I got my new one. Gonna feed this through. So here's kind of a pain in the butt trying to get these through. So very odd. These lights come from France, yet the nut that holds it in place is 1/2 inch. Gotta get in there and tighten that down somehow. If you want something that's gonna piss you off, putting these lights on is gonna fucking make you so mad. The only way you're gonna get at that nut is at an angle, which is a total pain in the ass. And a crow foot that I'm gonna try. Try to tighten it up. Instead of designing something that actually fits your motorcycle like it should, they Mickey Mouse this shit so they can generically make it for a whole bunch of other motorcycles. Give you wire that's too long and all that other kind of bullshit. All in an effort to save money and maximize profits. Oh, it's for your bike, but we're not going to tell you that you're going to get angry and so pissed off that you're going to smash shit. Fucking French. That's all I gotta say. Fuck the French. So I have it test fitted up, and this is where I'm gonna see if I regret my life choices. Yes. Let's see if I can find the other end again. Plug her in. Make sure the polarity's right. There we go. Well, it seems to work. Ah, shit. Not supposed to fall down. So I had a YouTube viewer a long time ago, because I love to solder, and solder is my preference, But he actually pointed out in the aircraft industry, they don't use solder because vibration can break the solder. And sure enough, I Googled, and that was the case. But the aircraft industry uses like a butt connector. And personally, I wouldn't use a butt connector for anything. I think butt connectors are mostly garbage. I've never had a problem with solder breaking, but I've had numerous problems with butt connectors failing. So I got this side in right here. A lot of frustration and anger. I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to do this one, and we're going to remove this green panel with a bolt there, and then one in there. And that's going to be the easiest way. So this part right here, I'm going to warn you, is going to test your patience to the absolute max. Yeah, it's pretty exciting working on something different. Some things are a little easier, some things a little bit more frustrating, but I'm going to go look at a camper van tonight, hopefully a Mercedes, not four-wheel drive, but two-wheel drive, and I'm going to have a look. All right, got a hold of the person. He's actually away, but his aunt's in town, and it's really close to where I live. So I'm going to have a look at this van. It's got some issues, which I'm fine with if the price is right, and we'll see. I did check out the van. It's very cool. It's Raptor lined or something. But seems to be a few codes we need to research and see if that's something we want to dive into. Yeah, so I gotta go and research all these codes because there is a few and see just how serious it is. Or see just how big of a project I want to get myself into. I did get my LED headlights for the bikes. We'll swap those out tomorrow and clean these. And we should be good to go again.